Welcome back to Fundamental Ball. My name is Adel. I am your digital coach. The Miami Heat 1-0 play the Indiana Pacers 0-2 tonight. The Pacers are going to look to get back on track. The Miami Heat are going to look to stack wins. In this breakdown, we're going to discuss how the Indiana Pacers are going to attack the Miami Heat defense, what challenges their offense presents. We're also going to break down how teams have attacked the Indiana Pacers thus far this season and how that's going to benefit the Miami Heat in the game plan. Let's get right to it. Let's talk about the Indiana Pacers, tonight's Miami Heat opponent. We're going to first look at the five that the Indiana Pacers put on the floor and how the Miami Heat can attack them defensively. So as you can take a look, we have Malcolm Brogdon at the 1. We have rookie Duarte at the 2. We have number 3, Justin Holiday. Number 4, Miles Turner. Number 5, Sabonis. Turner, Sabonis, really interchangeable. Very similar skill sets. They do a lot of the same things. Sabonis to me is better, but we'll get into that. Now, the Indiana Pacers defense, you're in these clips that I'm about to show, they give up a lot of three-point shots. In fact, they are the 4th worst three-point percentage team on defense in the entire NBA. They give up to opponents about 46.4% shooting on three-pointers. Now, by contrast, the Miami Heat give up only about 28.6% thus far on the season. That difference is vast. And we've talked about Miami having a defensive lineup from the beginning of the year. This Indiana Pacers team is a lot different. So I'm going to roll this first clip to give you the example of how they struggle at the three-point line. Right here, you're going to take a look at Spencer Dinwiddie setting a screen. So your point guard's setting a screen. This guy's coming off. It's going to be a double staggered screen because it's a dribble handoff. If you take a look at the Indiana Pacers, everybody goes under the screen. There's nobody above the three-point line chasing this guy off the three-point shot. And as you can see, it results in a splashdown. Now here, Duarte is a very skilled offensive rookie, but defensively he needs work on his closeouts. You're going to see time and time again, he's really late closing out. You can also see that he needs to put on muscle. But in these specific instances, I want you to focus on his closeout. Now, Spencer Dinwiddie, he can put points on the board. Spencer Dinwiddie can put points on the board. This is too much space. 5 feet of space is too much in the NBA. Maybe you could get away with that in college, but his heels need to be up here over the three-point line. You cannot retreat below the three-point line in the NBA on these guards. They're going to cook you every single time. And that's what happens right here. Late on the close, splash down by Dinwiddie. In this clip, here's another example of the poor perimeter defense and why they're the 4th worst team at giving up threes in the entire NBA. One, Duarte, look at his foot. Now, he's already on his heels. He's on his heels, and Spencer Dinwiddie hasn't even gone anywhere. But here comes the screen. We're gonna get a double screen here. We get a little confusion. Sabonis drops. Turner drops. Look at all this room. Kuzma just gives a little ball fake to the 7-footer who's going to overplay. And then you're going to get another wet 3 from the outside. Lastly, we talked about the perimeter defense of the Indiana Pacers being porous. However, when they go to their bench and they go small like this, you have T.J. McConnell, Jeremy Lamb, you have Malcolm Brogdon, you have, I believe it's Torrey Craig, and then you have Turner at the 5. What happens in this scenario is now you go from not only being a porous perimeter defensive team, but now you're also a really poor defensive team at guarding the basket. As you can see down here, if you elevate Miles Turner, there's nobody at the basket. Torrey Craig isn't going to stop anybody at the basket. Jeremy Lamb is not a great defender by any means, not a good defender by any means. He overplays Bertans on the three-point shot, which you should follow him out there, but there's no reason to overplay that like that. He stumbles, dunk by Bertans. The Indiana Pacers on offense, however, are a very versatile group, and we're going to see a lot of clips that show and highlight this. When you have a 4 and a 5 like Miles Turner and Sabonis, it's going to cause all kind of problems for your defense. So if you look at this set, Duarte is already in his young NBA career through the first couple of games showing that he can be a prolific three-point shooter. So your defense is going to have to hug up on him. Miles Turner right here can shoot the three. So this guy is going to be elevated away from the foul line. Sabonis is a legit 7-footer. So you're trying to front the post, which is happening right here. Also, Malcolm Brogdon is a legit three-point shooter, and he can also drive the basket. Now, what this clear-out action does, as you can see, this is basically a line set. You see that a lot in out-of-bounds plays. But what happens in this scenario is because he's a legit 7-foot post threat, you're going to get a back screen by the small. So you're going to see a back screen by the small, and then a dart to the basket. That dart to the basket by Miles Turner, because you're going to get a mismatch because this guy has to switch. But there's a lack of communication, no switch occurs, and you get an easy bucket. Another way the Indiana Pacers are going to try to attack the Miami Heat is when they go to their bench, they like to play Brogdon and TJ McConnell together on the floor. That gives you shooting, it gives you speed, and it gives you spacing. So they go to a small ball lineup, and they leave Miles Turner at the 5. And you're going to see once they do this, Malcolm Brogdon starts attacking downhill, getting into the lane. You see a cleanup there by Miles Turner. And then you're going to see the same thing. TJ McConnell gets into the paint. Everybody spreads the floor, and Brogdon goes right down Broadway. As an NBA point guard, if you see this, right, you have to attack the basket. Take your guy one-on-one, get to the rim. Because as an NBA point guard, you're not concerned with your primary defender. You know you can beat him off the dribble. You're looking at where's the help defense. Your eyes are here. Your eyes are also here, looking at where those help defenders are. Do they leave the shooters? Because then your decision is kick to the corner or finish at the rim. As you can see, Brogdon, he looked that guy off, so he stayed hugged up. This guy is late. It's Kyle Kuzma. And Brogdon with the easy finish. Now here you're going to see what the Indiana Pacers do really well. They have a lot of shooting all over the floor. Justin Holiday can shoot. Duarte can shoot. Miles Turner can shoot. Brogdon can shoot. And Sabonis can shoot. So we're going to take a look here. This rookie right here can absolutely fill it up. Perfect form. He follows the beef test. He missed on that one. But they have 2 7-footers inside in Miles Turner and Sabonis. So even though they can stretch the floor, like I said, they're really, really versatile, they can beat you up inside. It's going to be a long night for P.J. Tucker and Bam Adebayo on the boards. So Dwayne Dedmon's going to be huge in this game because he's going to have to come in, give quality minutes against their bigs. You may see Bam and Dedmon in the game at the same time at points, in my opinion. Now, if P.J. Tucker can stretch the defense enough to cause enough problems, you may not need to do that. But at some point, if it gets out of hands on the boards, you might see Dedmon and Bam together at some point. In summation, the Indiana Pacers are going to try to take advantage of their versatility with their shooting on the outside by Sabonis, Turner, Duarte, Brogdon, Holiday. They're also going to try to take advantage of having 2 7-footers in the game by hitting the offensive boards and dominating the defensive boards. The problem the Indiana Pacers are going to have, the Miami Heat's game plan is going to be to spread them out, have Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo in high pick and rolls in the middle of the paint, posting up, getting double teams, and then kicking out to the three-point shooters. Getting into transition and shooting threes in transition. Because that Indiana defense, again, 4th worst in the NBA in three-point percentage given up by the opponent. So the keys to the game for the Miami Heat, again, use their depth in shooting to exploit that porous defense. When a second unit comes in the game, attack the basket, establish Bam Adebayo being aggressive, Jimmy Butler being aggressive, rolling down the lane. Watch out for Indiana, who's going to try to, again, exploit the outside shooting and versatility of their lineup. Those 2 big 7-footers down there down low, if they start to beat you up, you may have to play Dwayne Dedmon a little bit more. You may have to play PJ Tucker a little bit less in that scenario. But if PJ Tucker can exploit his open threes he's going to get from these big guys guarding him, then it's not going to matter as much. If PJ Tucker doesn't make the open threes and you're getting killed on the boards, then you may have to play Dwayne Dedmon and Bam Adebayo side by side. That is it for today, folks. I am your digital coach, Adel. You can follow me on Twitter at Digital Adel. If you like the content, please hit the like button, hit subscribe for more, and I will see you guys later. Have an excellent rest of your day.